Welcome to another edition of the Arsenal Fans Beat. We'll be doing a recap of the match between Arsenal and Brighton. We'll also be looking at the deadline signing of Raheem Sterling from Chelsea to Arsenal. We'll also be exploring if there is a hidden agenda against Arsenal by referees in the Premier League. I'll be doing a pre-match review of the forthcoming match between Arsenal and Spurs after the international break. I want to use the opportunity to say our condolences to the families of Juan Izquierdo of Club Nacional de Football. He died at the age of 27 as a result of cardiac arrhythmia. We also want to pay condolences to the family of Sol Bamba, who played for Leeds United, Cardiff City and Middlesbrough before going to play for Adanaspor in Turkey. He died as a result of cancer. And we have a regular guy in the house, Gasimu Sila. Gasimu, I guess the weekend wasn't a good one for Arsenal fan base all over the world.
For sure, it was definitely a frustrating weekend for all the Arsenal fans around the world, especially me. I was so down, based on the outcome of the match. The referee, for me, he's the man of the match. His decisions during the match, it was absolutely horrendous. You could see there are a lot of controversies, decisions from the referee during that match. João Pedro kicked the ball 10 meters away. There was nothing to show for. No yellow card, no warning. It was just okay for the ref. Now Declan Rice, yes, even though he has made a mistake, he committed the first foul, which he received a yellow card. And also the second one, for me, by law, yes, it is a yellow card. But commonsensically, the referee should have at least let him borrow Leo's lens for him to at least see that.
I know, right?
Exactly, for him to see that second mistake from Rice is a professional player. He could have known that he is no way intended to have stopped Vietnam to restart the play. The ball was rolling, and the law says whenever the ball is rolling, there is no way you can restart play. The ball should be static.
If I'm going to analyze Chris Kavanagh, I recall some time ago when Leicester City were still in the Premier League. Arsenal was playing against Leicester. It was a battle between Jamie Vardy and Mustafi. And Jamie Vardy mistakenly, I wouldn't say he did it on purpose, but that was a callous attack. His toss went straight into the face of Mustafi. There was no card. And towards the dying minutes of the match, I think there was a change made, and Nketiah came into the game. Nketiah didn't even spend up to 2 minutes. There was a 50-50 challenge. Nketiah went for that challenge and gave him red card. Another one, most recent, was when Granit Xhaka was still with us. It was a foul against West Ham, and Paqueta stood right in front of Granit Xhaka when Xhaka put the ball on the turf and wanted to take a quick free kick. Paqueta just kicked the ball away, and Xhaka, out of anger, just used the ball to hit Paqueta. And Xhaka was already on a yellow card, and he gave him a red card. So the question here is that there is no common sense of justice in his decision-making. Because if you omitted the first one, that you ought to have given a card and you didn't give it, why react to the second incident? So do you think there is a personal agenda against Arsenal from Chris Kavanagh?
Let's recall the match between Wolves and Arsenal. Yes, Wolves defender Maresca gets an altercation with Kai Havertz. You could see how the referee handled the match intelligently, because he knew those are just silly fouls that normally happen in a football match. So you just have to calm players down and restart the match again. So I expect Chris Kavanagh to at least should have done exactly what that referee did in that match.
And rational, right?
Yes, and he ought to have used common sense. Now, the hidden agenda for the ref against Arsenal, for sure, I think there is a hidden agenda. All we are asking for is consistency. Because how could you not give a yellow card for João Pedro kicking the ball 10 meters away, and you omitted that one and not omitted the second one? What happened between Declan Rice and Vietnam? So you see, I think Chris Kavanagh has this hidden agenda against Arsenal, considering what you have mentioned against Leicester City and Arsenal, and also West Ham against Arsenal.
Let's come to Arsenal players. I feel that Arsenal as a team, we seem not to have grown to learn the streetwise. Okay, it was quite fantastic at the start of the season when Arteta decided to pull a psychological stunt on the players and brought those guys that pickpocket. So I feel our players have not come at large to realize that they're playing against the 12th man and even the 13th man. Because when you are playing against a team, it's equal 11-11. But when you are playing against the referee and you are playing against your opponent fans, it means that you're playing against the 13th man. I think somehow our players have not gone to that stage. They always allow their emotional level to rise above what they are itching for. What do you think?
Arsenal players have to always be alert, based on the fact that the referees sometimes they are always against us, and their decision making is not always going in favor of Arsenal. So the players ought to have known better.
Coming to look at the deadline signing of Raheem Sterling, nobody saw that coming. We thought we were going to sign a striker. We thought we were going to sign a winger. Names were coming like Nico Williams and the likes of them. Victor Gokores, we spoke about him, and some other players, but none of them came. And right there in the Blues, we saw Raheem Sterling. What do you think that the arrival of Raheem Sterling will do to Arsenal team?
For sure, Raheem Sterling will boost the attacking form of Arsenal, and he's a good player. He has the experience of the Premier League. He has won major trophies for Man City. He has gone to Chelsea, creating a lot of impact. And for sure, he's coming into a club that is fighting for something, fighting for major trophies. And it's good for him, and he's determined. He has that pace. He can play anywhere in the front position, so he's going to be a backup player for Bukayo Saka, also for Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli. For sure, he's a good signing for Arsenal.
The international week break will be ending in next 1 week, and we will have been the North London derby as usual. And this North London derby seems to be one that we're going to Spurs to play without having our armory in our arsenal in place. Mikel Merino is out. He's going to be out for about 6 weeks or 8 weeks thereabouts. And Declan Rice is going to miss that match for sure. So how do you think Mikel Arteta should approach this match going forward?
For Arsenal, we have a target and we are hoping to reach that target. So I think Arsenal will just have to be very prepared for this upcoming North London derby, and based on the fact that we don't have Declan Rice as a result of the red card, he is suspended, and also Mikel Merino, and they have already confirmed that he is out for at least 2 months. So we have to be prepared in our mind, just like what Bukayo Saka said. We'll be ready for that.
Talking about preparation, now can you give us your first 11?
The first 11, it's going to be the same for
the 4-3-3 formation, yes. Your usual.
Exactly, because that's the favorite formation for Mikel Arteta, and I want Arteta to at least give Calafiori a chance, because Gabriel Magalhaes, just like what I've always been saying, is a bit shaky in the back, and the back line, yes, there is no stability. So I just want Calafiori to at least given a chance. I want the defensive line, Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Calafiori, and Timber, based on the fact that he's not injured. Yes. Hence, and in the midfield, I want Mikel Arteta to use Partey, Odegaard, and let's introduce this young boy.
The one area.
Not one year. It's Kelly. Okay. Yes, Kelly is a number 8. He plays for the academy and he has been doing excellently well.
Do you think he will be ready enough for the North London derby?
For sure. Arteta have introduced him during the pre-seasons, and you see what he has done. And he's that player that can go box to box. He moved the ball forward, and he can also defend. And he's a good boy. With the help of Thomas Partey in the midfield and also Odegaard, it's going to be a boost for us in the midfield. If that is not the case, I prefer Kai Havertz to come in the midfield. Yes, and the attacking position now, Trossard has been doing fantastically well when he is converted into the nine position. And thankfully, we have Raheem Sterling, and he's not injured. I know. Yes, he is prepared for this match. So I prefer we use Martinelli, Trossard, and Bukayo Saka.
Okay, fantastic. We'll come to the point where you're going to be predicting. You tell us what your scoreline is going to be in that match.
Yes.
So what's the scoreline?
It's a 2-0 Arsenal.
On my own part, I still believe we're going to concede again. I told you last preview that I don't think Arteta will want to change Magalhaes for now. He still remains a weak link in that team, and he still want to create some level of stability and gradually introduce Calafiori. Because if you look at it, the last match Calafiori played, he came to the middle and was partnering Williams, because he was going in between the left side of the central defense and the left fullback. Yes. So I feel gradually they're introducing him to the team, because I don't think Arteta will want to remove Magalhaes immediately. So I want to go with you this time with the 4-3-3 formation, but I also doubt if Arteta will want to give Skelly an opportunity. Right. So I foresee a situation where he's going to bring in Jorginho. Jorginho will play forward. Jorginho has played there before. He has played as an attacking midfielder. So we hope with Jorginho there, we'll be able to have some level of stability. Attack-wise, I foresee a situation where Raheem Sterling is going to start ahead of Martinelli and Trossard. And if there's any change that's going to take place, it might either be Martinelli or Trossard that will come in thereafter. So I'm going for a 3-1. A 3-1. Kai Havertz will score. Raheem Sterling will score. And Bukayo Saka will score. So I believe that we're going to have a 3-1 scoreline. And it has always been the Arsenal fan beat, where we bring you show by the Arsenal fan team and for Arsenal fan base. And we hope that you keep subscribing to this channel, that at the end of the day, we'll be able to build a community together. I want to use the opportunity to thank Foy Petroleum, thank Safu Pay, and also thank Asuni Sports Show for their support so far. Until we come your way again, I remain yours sincerely, Kennedy OKZ. Cheerio.